Here are 10 facts I want to share with you. Now, when people say keeping it real, I'm just going to keep it real with you. My first fact: when you are born, you are either born a boy or a girl. No ifs, ands, or buts. In your DNA, you will also find the genetic material that define your particular sex. It's what makes you a male or a female. If you are born different, you would be called a hermaphrodite, which is what rare, but it does happen. And I could understand confusion in you, but not on my part. Otherwise, it's perfectly clear. Fact number 2: a trans woman is a man. Even if this man put on makeup, put on women clothes and shoes, if that person takes hormones to have breasts, has a female voice or demeanor and or behavior, that's still a man. You are still a man, even with a mutilated reproductive organ that's made to look like a female reproductive organ. And you are still a male. Make sure you share this with your children in this world of confusion. The third fact: when you are a male who finds yourself attracted, you are attracted and you engage in a relationship with what you refer to as a trans woman who is in fact another male, but insists on saying you are not gay. Insist on telling the world that you are a straight man. I want you to know the fact is you are indeed gay, and you are what is referred to as a homosexual. That means you like people like you with the same sex that you have. And if you're saying anything or believing anything else, that's called a lie. The fourth fact: if you as a male think that a natural born woman and a trans woman are one and the same, you are completely wrong and completely confused. A trans woman is not a woman at all. It is a male parading as a female. And if you engage in a relationship with this individual, you are gay. Straight men do not engage in any kind of sex with the same sex or other men under any circumstances. And fifth, this is the fifth fact: if you find that someone disagrees with your lifestyle choices, know that it doesn't mean that they hate you or want to harm you, nor does it mean that that person is homophobic. Phobic is fear. That person has every right to choose to dismiss and champion what is natural order, as it is for you to choose what is unnatural. People are capable of separating whatever behavior you are doing from you as a person. They can love you and not your behavior. Now, the sixth fact: there is no such thing as a cisgender. In the natural real world, this terminology is strictly for those in the LGBT community. It's to convince themselves that we are one and the same, and we are not. If you were born a female, then you would have the DNA and reproductive organs a female has naturally. Nobody has to go in and mutilate your body to give you what you had. Then you are a woman. Natural law already defined this, and anything other than that is pure foolishness. You are a male, and I am female, and we are different. That's plain and simple. We're not one and the same. We are different, and that's okay. That's how you were designed by nature. Seventh fact: you are not keeping it real or just being who you are when you choose to act dress, or engage in activities defined for the opposite sex of which you were born, you are not actually keeping it real. You are in fact pretending, acting, and portraying that which you are not. And I want to say for fact number 8, many individuals say being gay is not about sex. They say it's spiritual. And I want you to know, wrong again. It is exclusively about sex. And do not allow your children to become a victim of this propaganda that is thrust upon them. That is and will always be about sex. It's about your organs. And I think that propaganda is just a way for them to keep the gay agenda going. Being gay is very much about sex. In fact, it is totally about sex and sexuality. And introducing children to sex at such an early age. It is not the silly school's job to teach your children about sex. It is yours, parents, and at your own time and speed. Their agenda is strictly for indoctrination and to neutralize their minds. They're trying to get them before they can make sound decisions. So it is important that you let your children know these facts early and let them know at some point they may be taught differently. But let them know these are facts that don't change. Ninth fact, this behavior can be learned. It can be encouraged and it is rewarded. Physical and sexual abuse also plays a large role as to why many engage in this lifestyle. Although most will never admit to this fact, they'll do it later on in life, if ever. But it contributes to it. I have to say this. And the 10th fact I want you to know that when we are accepting of this behavior, it confuses our children as to what is normal. And this is true. It is perfectly okay to reject the gay, LGBT, or any other ideology and lifestyle agenda that you do not agree with. It is your right to disagree with or teach your own children. And rejecting this information that is aimed at indoctrinating them into accepting LGBT lifestyle and behavior is flawed. It is not beneficial to them or natural order. And if it is against your own beliefs, that does not make you homophobic in any way. And if you disagree with someone on any or all of this LGBT agenda, it should not be taken as you're being hateful or homophobic. It's a way of scaring you. It is simply your right to say that lifestyle is not for me and I don't want it for my children. Now, we've sat on the sidelines too long, and we have the patients running the insane asylum now. And many of us have not guarded against. We've said nothing or done nothing to challenge all of this propaganda and behavior. And now it's become so nonsensical and it has led to complete confusion. That's what we're hearing today. And we have to guide our children and let them know that some things are just fact and they're not opinion. Now, I want to know what you think about this. I would like for you to subscribe to this channel and let me know. Comment. Let me know what you think about it. And remember to like, share, subscribe, and leave your comment. And don't forget to tweet with me on Twitter and friend me on Facebook. I want to thank you for listening, and I will see you next time on Discussions with Dina.